Hi guys, it's Ian Coleman from OSBFX. It is Wednesday, the 9th of June 2021, just past 9 o'clock in the morning. In today's video, I'm going to concentrate on two currency pairs. This is New Zealand dollar and dollar CAD. We haven't got a lot in the way of market movers at the moment, i.e. news, but what we do have this afternoon is the Bank of Canada interest rate decision and policy statement. So this is sort of lining up with some technical analysis and could offer quite a decent trading opportunity. So let's get to the charts. Firstly, let's go through the single currencies as always. I believe we're in this cycle now, which is this downward cycle in the dollar index. We're going to move down towards this this support level. So I've got a negative bias on the dollar. A lot of the other currencies, single currencies, are really sort of floating around in no man's land. This is the euro. We're sort of mid-range here. Could dip down here for a rally up to here. So sort of slightly bullish in euro against the US dollar this morning. Cable, we spoke about this last night. Nothing's changed. We're still looking for a move to this sort of area, 2050. There is scope, we've just moved that aside, there is scope now that we've got up towards this 50% level that we could see a mild correction before that buying sequence continues. But I do believe that we're in, or we've broken back inside this wedge formation. Remember we said it's not the favoured pattern. I think we're going to make this head and shoulders now, so left shoulder head. And then coming up for a right shoulder. So got a bullish bias in sterling, bullish bias in mildly bullish bias in euro, negative bias in dollar. Swiss franc, I've really got nothing. Not frustrating, just the fact that sort of keep on looking at the crosses, struggle to really see any sim patterns at all in that single currency at the moment. Spoke about this yesterday. If you managed to catch the sterling yen report, this is in a negative sequence at the moment. So I believe we're coming down in this BC leg before the next rally to the upside. We're going to see some choppy. We're going to see some choppy price action in yen. I think this could be probably seen over a long-term basis as a left shoulder. This might end up being a neckline here when we come up to this level, and this move down might be seen as a right shoulder, but at the moment we've got a mildly negative bias. So as we were talking yesterday, sterling yen, obviously because we've got a bullish bias in sterling, negative bias in yen, sterling yen is moving to the upside. These are the two currency pairs I want to concentrate on today. CAD. Now we've got the, as I said, we've got the interest rate decision and policy statement later. I'm sort of seeing this potential. So the potential for a move to the upside in Canadian dollar. I have got a buy sequence in down here, believe it or not. I know it doesn't look like there's much follow through buying at the moment, but I have got a buy sequence in here. So what I'm looking at is I'm looking at taking this BC leg in Canadian dollar higher. And obviously, as I said, we're looking for lower levels in dollar. So basically that means that dollar CAD, there's scope for a decent move to the downside. Aussie dollar, again, we're in sort of buy sequences, but there's nothing really lining up to make this particularly sexy, especially from sort of current levels. I think we might come down here, maybe a little reverse head and shoulders pattern. What I have found interesting this morning was New Zealand dollar. Now, big picture analysis. Keep on going back to this chart here. This is a confluence area to the upside. So, sort of the long term or the daily bias is still quite bullish. And I was actually quite surprised by the extent of this move to the downside. But if I go to this chart now, and I have got a mildly bullish system is showing me that I should be buying New Zealand dollar at the moment. I don't particularly like where it is, where this BC leg is. I prefer it down here, but I do have a buy signal, and what I do like is this, basically, is the fact that the target level is very reasonable. So all the way up here around about 1070 on the single currency basket. Now if I go back to this chart, I'm expecting this to reverse around about 1070. So they're lining in the inside cipher and the outside cipher, and I call this the outside cipher because it's a higher time frame. The inside cipher being that 1 hour time frame. They both line up for a move to the upside. So basically that's given me a bias, obviously with this negative dollar bias, that's given me a bias to the upside for New Zealand dollar. So let's have a look at both of these charts and see scope for where we're looking. So I did manage to get short personally earlier on here, and I did think we might have seen a bit more of a correction to the upside. So I basically got short, and then I've also placed a limit order to sell some more up around here at 121.15, but I don't think we're going to see that now. So I think this lines up very, very well. So 161.8% is 119.61, 224.8%, 224% is 119.61. So this is the leg that I'm playing today, this CD leg to the downside. Obviously, going back to the single currencies, negative dollars, US dollars, positive Canadian dollars. Time will tell. Hopefully I'll be able to get my stop pretty close to entry by the time we get to 3 o'clock, and it is the BOC interest rate decision. New Zealand dollar, again, I don't really like this leg. I prefer it down here, but I also like the fact that it's lining up pretty well. So 73.87, 73.90, a move to the upside in the BC leg would then form a crab formation and take us lower. So at the moment I'm playing sterling yen, which is working out quite well. Didn't quite get the entry level, the prime entry level. So basically what happens, I should explain this actually, because I had an email from Kimberly this morning asking if that prime entry level is still valid. Everything's based on time. So I look at different indicators and my bespoke support and resistance levels, and basically those what I call prime short or prime long entry areas are based around time. So if it's off a 2 hour chart, then obviously when that 2 hour chart, that candle in the 2 hour chart expires, so does that entry level. So everything within my bespoke support and resistance system is based around time, and it moves. So if, but for instance, I might say that the prime resistance in dollar CAD is X. That's only X for a limited period of time, because it moves with the markets basically. So anyway, still bullish in sterling yen, still bearish in dollar CAD, and bullish in New Zealand dollar at the moment. Okay guys, I hope that all makes sense. Good luck today. Please do follow the YouTube channel. You will get the videos sooner than they're posted on other outlets. Good luck today. Hopefully I'll be back later on with some more insights. If not, I will see you tomorrow morning. Good luck.